Okay, just you can.
I don't know where to go to Lagos.
The way you argue.
Like honestly, I don't know where to go to Lagos. Ah God, people I know say they are short, though they even they perform well. You to go the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to SirVick TV, your home of infotainment. So we are right here at University of Ilorin. They normally call it Unilorin. And we're here with one guest by the name
Alice Onu.
So you may be wondering, why am I here with Alice? What have I come to do at Unilorin? The main reason why SirVick is at Unilorin, I want to learn a few things about universities in Nigeria, the student life here, how students cope, and all that. So basically we're here to learn about student life in Ilorin, and that's why we are with Alice Onu, who is a student here, or who was a student, but she's here to graduate, so she's still a student. So we'll get to learn much about her. She'll get to tell us about her school life and all that. So join us and enjoy the video. Yeah, so tell us about yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Alice Onu and I'm a student of the University of Ilorin, a graduating student right now.
Graduating in.
Yes, so I'm from the Department of Plant Biology and it's a 4 years course, so that's it.
Oh, okay. So tell us about, like, before you joined Unilorin, where were you? How's it, like, we want to learn from a layman's perspective.
Okay.
How long does it take to join university? Like, how many years do you go to? Maybe primary school, maybe secondary school. We want to learn all that.
Okay. So before you get to the university, you have to have gone through your nursery, primary, and secondary school, both the junior and senior secondary school.
How many years each?
3 years.
Like how many years in primary?
6 years in primary, then 3 years in junior secondary and 3 years in senior secondary. So after that, I did JAMB. I did JAMB to get to the university. I did my JAMB and then post UTME before I got admission into the University of Ilorin.
There's some things you've mentioned there that people from Kenya are not familiar. My Kenyans. So in Kenya, what happens? We go to primary school for 8 years,
okay,
and then we go to high school for 4 years. It's from high school that you now get a grade to go to university. So we don't have any other exam after high school. So after you've done your final exam in high school, that's when you get a given cut-off mark or given pass mark that allows you to join university. So you've mentioned JAMP in some other term that I did not understand. So what is JAMP?
JAMP is joint admission and what is it?
Joint Admission Matriculation Board.
Okay. So JAMB is Joint Admission Matriculation Board. So basically you do that exam depending on your course, depending on the course you did in your senior secondary. Maybe you were in science class or art class or commercial class. So for me now, I was in science class, so I did English, English, chemistry, physics and biology for the JAMB. So it depends on the class you were, probably commercial, art, or so I think for the art they do English, government, and all that. So for me, I just know my own English, English, chemistry, biology, and physics.
Okay.
So they have, depending on the course you apply for, they have a cut-off mark for it. So that's how it is for.
So once you get that cut-off mark, that's when you're now able to apply, or it's now the universities that just call you. Must you again apply for university, or do they just call you?
That's what the JAMB is for. Once you get the cut-off mark, the JAMB will give you the admission.
Oh, so they do the placement themselves?
Yes, the school you apply for will give you the admission too.
Wow. So how's the journey been? You've been here for 4 years. How's the schooling been like?
It has been okay. It was nice so far. I learned a lot. I met new friends, and yes, basically, it was nice.
So, things we could like to understand. What challenges does a student face on their daily life? Like, how is the student experience? You know, let's look at it from this perspective. There's someone watching out there. He or she has not joined university, and she's interested, or is interested, or there is a parent who is interested in taking their kid to university. So, let them now get the experience firsthand from the horse's mouth. Why should they join university, and how is university life like?
Okay, so first thing I want to make emphasis on, the university we do watch on TV. It's not like that. It's not always like that. It's almost like the TV shows us the easier part of it, but there is more to it when you come to the real life in the university. So the challenges I face most is transportation issue, power supply issue, because for me, I stayed off campus. There are some people that stay in the school hostel, but I stayed off campus. So my basic challenges was just the transport issue, coming to school in the morning. There's always issue with buses, to get bus. So I do attend class late because of that. And then power supply, you know, sometimes as a student you might have test or exam to prepare yourself, but then there won't be power supply. So that's another issue I faced in the university. And basically those are the two major challenges I faced. My hostel, there's usually, even when we don't have power supply, we still have water that runs. My hostel, we do pump. If there's no light, they use generator to pump water for us. So those are the two challenges I faced.
Why did you choose to stay off campus? I believe most people normally like to just stay within campus. So why did you decide to go off campus?
Because of my privacy, and apart from that, when I first started, I'm a very reserved person, so I don't really know how to live with other people. So that was the major reason why I had to stay off campus. Because when I made the inquiry for these hostels in school, it was, you know, expensive, and then I have to share the rooms with 3 other people. There are some that you can also share with just one person, but then the money was too much for me to share with 3 other people. So my mom asked me to stay off campus so that she'll be able to come and see me once in a while. Because in the school hostel, once you get an hostel in the school, your parents cannot come in, and they can come to see you, but they can't like sleep over.
They can't access your room.
Yeah, exactly. They can't access your room. There's a common room where visitors come to see. So that's like why I had to stay outside, so that she'll be able to come and stay anytime till she goes back.
So does it mean staying off campus is cheaper as compared to staying within campus?
No, I won't say it's cheaper. It's just you have your privacy. You will have more privacy when you stay off campus. But it is better to stay in school. It's better to stay. So you won't get to face the transport issues. You get to class early, and then there are sometimes that there might be impromptu issues in the department. You can easily run back to your hostel to get something than those that are staying off campus. You have to take TFE off campus and come back. So I'd still, if I'm to come back to the university, I'll definitely stay in the school campus. Probably for my first to third year, then my final year I'll go off campus.
What if I say maybe you just wanted to enjoy life with your boyfriend out there? Like you wanted to be free with men out there, because you know when you are staying within campus, probably it's not easy for them to access your room because of rules, security and all that. So you wanted some free space where you can easily get naughty. What if that is my own interpretation? If
you are staying in school campus, you can still have a free space to get to see your boyfriend. You can, just that he won't get to visit you, but you can go to his place to visit him. So that's not even part of the reason why.
So that means men's hostels in here are easy to access for ladies. Ladies can easily access their hostels.
No, you can't access male hostels. Like if your boyfriend is somebody that stays off campus. But if you are dating somebody that is also staying in the school hostel, then you guys just have to hang around. Yes.
You'll be seeing each other as if you are in high school.
Exactly.
Oh. Now, the main reason why we're actually doing this interview, I also learned that you're a content creator, you're a business lady as well. So I wanted to learn how you're balancing all these. But first, before we get to balancing, tell us the kind of content that you do on YouTube so that the people watching this video can equally, get to check you out.
Okay, so the kind of content I create on YouTube is mainly based on hair videos, and then I usually upload based on my lifestyle in the university. So that's the two major things I do on my YouTube channel. And I'm also an hairstylist, also a makeup artist, but I've not really majored in the makeup itself. So I do more of the hairstyling, and I also sell hair growth products. And for balancing it with my education, I just have a way of balancing like my school life, my relationship, my business, and my spiritual life.
How do you do it? That's what I'm interested to know. I mean, that is the whole reason why we're having this video, because someone out there is like, I'm going to campus. I really want to make money in campus. I don't just go to campus and just be learning. I want to do something else for my life, so that by the time I'm coming out, I'm a bit stable. So we want to know how you are doing it, so that people can equally copy your strategies and use them out there.
And for it, I'm just a person that I prioritize things, and when I'm determined, I am always consistent with it. So I didn't start the business at my early stage in school. I started it when I was already in my final year. So initially I wanted to just focus on my school. So for my 100 level, 200 level I was using that to build up my grades so that I'll have a good grade. So that was basically what I used my 100 level and 200 level for. I focused on my school alone. Like it was school, church, and my hostel. So it was a triangle life all through my 100 level.
No boys.
No boys. So until I got to 200 level actually, before a boy came in. But
so the boy came in 200 level, 300.
Yes, but I was still able to manage my school life with my relationship life. I always, like I said, I always prioritize things. So it doesn't. There are some people that feels like relationship affects their grades, their academic. It didn't affect my own. I had a good grade all through, so I balanced it. So my 100 level, 20 level, I focused on my grades. I made my grades at least something that I can still say, okay, yeah. Then when I got to 300 level, I also started YouTube in 200 level, I think probably second semester or so. That was when I started YouTube, and I didn't even know, I didn't have much knowledge then that I could make money on YouTube. I just started it out of the fact that I was still in my comfort zone, so I was trying to come out of my comfort zone. So I started YouTube in 200 level. Then as time goes on, I got to know that I can make money on it, so I kept doing it, but I was able to balance it. I always get my school timetable, then I schedule when to read and when to create my content. That was what I did while I was in school. So I have scheduling. I have my goal, like a goal setting booklet that I always prioritize my things.
Very keen on details.
And then sometimes there can be procrastination. Even when you set all those things, procrastination will come in, but then you just have to try and deal with that as well, because I had a lot of procrastination too, but I was still able to manage.
Wow. Okay, for those who are watching from Kenya, for instance, when we talk of 100 level, 200 level, that is first year, second years. Fourth year is 400 level in Nigeria. So I hope there's no confusion now. You are clear about that. So how did you start making hair growth products? Or are you the one making them, or you're just selling them?
I'm making them. I started learning it on YouTube. Like I started my hair growth journey. I wanted to grow my hair long and healthy, so I started watching YouTube videos, learning a lot of things online. Apart from the YouTube video, I also do research on the product. Plus my course also gave me more experience on the product that I make. So like I said, I am a student of plant biology, so there are a lot of benefits that I was taught based on plants. So all the products I make are plant-based products for hair growth. So I learned them online, YouTube, and also in school.
So let's say like much of what you do is actually related to the course you've taken in school.
Yes, it's related to the course I made in school.
Have you been able to make money from this business that you're doing?
Yeah, I started the business, like I mentioned that earlier, that I started it in my 400 level, and I've made a little amount of money from it.
A little? Meaning, have you been able to break even? Like whatever you put into the business, has it come back?
Yes, I've had profits from it.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So maybe someone who is interested in trying, doing business and schooling at the same time, what is your message to them?
My message is, if you want to do something, you have to do it. You don't just relax and procrastinate. You have to start it now. Start with whatever you have. Don't wait until you have like a big amount of money or a big amount of equipment. You have to start with the little things you have to start up your business.
So I guess the message that you're passing to us is that there are so many possibilities that you can be a student, you can be a content creator, you can be a business person, you can still be in a relationship and manage to maneuver through all this.
Yes.
And still pass in your exams.
Exactly.
Wow. So when are you graduating?
I already graduated, so my convocation will be coming up on the 21st of October.
So let me say congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
Though I think actually that happens differently. So you graduate before like convocation. Okay. Honestly,
Convocation
where I come from, our own is pretty different. Okay. You'll finish your exams, and then names will come. Like what I saw from your end in the portal, you'll see that you have all the marks there. You have either under first class, second class. I actually saw a third class in Nigeria. Yeah, in our case, we don't have a third class. We have pass. So okay. It's either second upper, second lower, pass. There's no third class in our case. Okay. So I saw that. Normally, graduation follows later. So there is now this convocation thing. It's unique here. So I'm equally learning that.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that you're done with school, so are we expecting a wedding? Since I believe you said you got into a relationship in your 200 level, so I'm guessing now the relationship is still on, right?
Well, I don't know, but there is no wedding invitation yet.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, that was just a banter. We're just trying to know, maybe, I think it's going. So, anything for my people? Any message for my people out there? Anybody interested in joining university? What will you tell them? Is university worth it? Is it something worth going for? Because some people do say, instead of paying so much in university, why can't I invest in business and forget about schooling? So what is your message to them?
What I'll say is education is also important, but then it has to be based on your choice and your capability. If you are not the type that is able to go through the education, you can focus on your skills. Handwork is also good. People are also making it with handwork and their skills, so both are important. So but it has to be your choice. Whatever you want is what you should go for.
Yo guys, so there you have it. In case you have any other questions, just drop them on the comment section and Alice here will surely respond to your question. So anything that you feel like we failed to ask her, please drop it on the comment section and you'll get your response. And any other story that you want us to cover as far as education, or rather the education system in Nigeria is concerned, just drop it and we'll surely cover that. If you've not watched our videos on regarding the University of Ilorin, which is the biggest university in Nigeria in matters landmass, please check out previous videos that I've posted. So just plug in your channel so that people can subscribe.
So check out my channel on YouTube, Alice Onu YouTube channel. Subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll add it in my description box, so check it out and let's give her support. Yeah, on that note guys, let's call it a day. So peace out. Bye bye.